red Chevy Haze. Plate came back to trouble, and a name I knew from days. Worn tucked in the system like a nail in a tire. He looked at me and smirked, then he spit that little fire. He said, "You wanna try me?" with his jaw all set in stone. I said, "Son, save your fighting. You're already going home on the way to jail." He talked big, talked tough, on the way to jail. I said, "Buddy, that ain't enough." On the way to jail, he learned my name in the rain. On the way to jail, we kept it calm in the lane. Hands on the wheel, no rushing, just a dash at my breath. He kept staring through the mirror like he could stare me to death. He said, "Man, I got a woman and a boy back on the farm." I said, "Then think about 'em when you cool that fire in your arm." He laughed through blood and gravel from the split lip on his mouth. Said, "You always talk this easy." I said, "Only driving south." He said, "I ain't no angel." I said, "Neither am I." Then he looked out at the ditch line and he went quiet for a while. On the way to jail, he talked big, talked tough. On the way to jail, I said, "Buddy, that ain't enough." On the way to jail, he learned my name in the rain. On the way to jail, we kept it calm in the lane. By the jailhouse gravel, he was softer than before. Said, "If I just pulled over, you'd have less to write reports." I said, "That's the lesson that